2, 1, and go.
Alright, so this here is the last Christmas presents segment for now. I mean, I might get more of this Thomas stuff one day. I mean, tomorrow, like...
Okay.
Probably more Thomas Wood items, because the only Thomas Wood item is the lift and load cargo set. But we have all these Ertl trains that I mentioned. So, first, let's start with out-of-the-back package engines. So, we have Neil here. Now, this train is super rare, hard to find on eBay. Like, I'm not sure how much this cost. I think this says 2002.
It was 52 altogether.
This is a very cute representation of Neil.
Mm-hmm.
They also made a Thomas Wooden rowing Neil. And the U-hook is silver for some reason. Frank's is like that too. And there's his face.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he looks good apart from a few scratches. And next up we have the other Iron Twin. This is Airy. I did have Bert, but I just didn't have Airy. I mean, they're the same mold, except
one has whiskers.
the faces are different. Like, if you look at Airy's face, you'll notice that that's more of an evil look. Bert is just more calm.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Airy did come with this cutout that was from his box that the previous owner might have been.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what this tag says, but it says $6.29.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure it cost more than that on eBay.
Yeah, I think he was 25.
And next up,
was 20.
now we're getting into the mint condition ones because they're all mint in box. The piece de resistance is the sticker face Thomas from 1984. Now, I would have loved to get the one with the white running board, but that's super rare. Rarer than this. So, I was going to ask Dad to spray paint the running board white. The only problem is he has rivets instead of screws. So maybe he could drill the rivets and glue the thing back on. I just want to be sure that I don't get paint on this. On the back, there are the other characters that have sticker faces. And these were the only ones. Like, they only made Bertie, James, Gordon, Edward, Thomas, Percy, Henry, and Toby. I'll have to get those other ones one day. And he has another sticker, which is a sad face. Now,
if you stick it on top of the other one, won't it ruin it though?
I think it would, but
yeah, just put it on a different engine maybe.
But you would have to have another sticker face Thomas if you wanted to do that. Like, you would have to have a duplicate of these.
Yeah.
There were only 3 of these mint in box. Also, there's a Kmart price tag, and it says $1.97. Now, let's get to the...
Kmart hasn't been around a long time around here.
Kmart has gone out of business.
Mm-hmm.
So is Toys R Us, but they're thinking of renaming it to Jeffrey's Toy Box and bringing the whole entire store back. Okay, now... we have this Thomas, but we'll compare him when he's out of the package. So,
yeah, just save this and maybe
as a very nice in-hand appraisal. This looks different from this Thomas. I mean, the couplings are much more thin. So,
see the face, turn him around.
That's a classic Railway Series face.
That's
like,
nice.
He looks like one of those book series Thomases.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's more lighter than this one. I may be wrong. And this says 1984. Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
One thing I didn't notice is that one of his buffer stickers fell off.
He must have come like that because you just took him out of the box.
Okay, so
To paint it.
I'll have to figure out a way to get this apart and put it back
both
together.
buffer stickers. They're both on there.
Now, so that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And next up, we have the solar recovery unit, but his name is actually Butch. If you watch the episode Horrid Lori.
Okay.
So, nothing.
He wasn't as expensive. He was like 12, I think.
Thompson Line thinks this is kind of a boring package, but I disagree. I like the Thomas Friends logo that's on there. Okay, now. His towing cage doesn't actually work. It's just molded on there. But he still rolls. There's his face. Now, I think this may be a coupling, or who knows. And he has whiskers, like Bert.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
So this is kind of a nice...
His name is Butch.
Road vehicle. Yeah, but they just call him this sort of recovery unit, and I'm not sure why.
Okay.
So, and the last thing we have is this really huge Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Shining Time Station 6-pack.
From what year?
I can't tell what year this made. Probably somewhere around the 90s, like maybe 1992.
Okay.
Or 93. I don't know. But I have Percy, Bertie, Harold, Thomas, and Toby already. But I didn't have Terrence. Now, I was going to paint the duplicates into customs, but Mom said I should keep these in mint condition and just paint them details and turn those trains over there into customs.
Yep.
On the back, you have all these characters to collect.
You should cut that back part out and put it on your wall, like a poster.
Now, this isn't taped. The flaps aren't taped. They're glued for some weird reason, so I'm not sure how easy this will be. But I'm doing the best I can.
Somewhere a collector is screeching at you opening this vintage toy shop.
Listen, we'll pick that up at the end of the video.
Yeah, we should save that box.
Okay, I'm not sure what this thing is. This is just cardboard, so
that it doesn't fall down inside the package.
And now we're getting to the engines themselves. So,
sorry, I'm just making some sound effects.
alright. And here we have the #1 engine himself, Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, let me do a comparison with the old 1984 sticker face Thomas. This is like that, but except the couplings are much more thick so they won't break. And he actually has a plastic face. Now, I think this is dated 1985. Well,
So
this is...
some of the parts are the same.
That's probably why they took the same mold of this, just
Yeah, it's
modified.
It's copyrighted. Yep.
Right. Now we have Toby the Tram Engine. These are all in pretty mint condition. Now, this says 1985. I hope that's right. He's pretty much just like the other Toby, but in mint condition. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have none other than Harold the Helicopter, who is the eye in the sky.
He spins nicely.
His propellers do spin, and it was a good thing that these were mint in box, because when I find Ertl Harold on eBay, or maybe if you do, he sometimes has his propellers broken off or missing. So I'm not sure what the reason
Just
that
take
is.
good care of him.
And now we have Percy the Green Engine. Now, this is a much more lighter green than the other Percy I have. So, that's pretty interesting. This is a 1987.
Cool.
So they're all somewhere around the 1980s. So that's pretty old. And now we have Bertie the Bus. He's pretty much just like my other one.
It's hard to find those with none of the stickers messed up.
It's like, this is a 1988 toy. And you have all these people in here. I'm not sure if the other Bertie has that. I think he does. But it's a good thing that his tires aren't like damaged.
What's the date?
1988.
Okay.
So, and these all roll pretty nice. And the last one is Terrence the Tractor, who I've been wanting. Now, his caterpillar treads actually spin.
Yeah, lots of times when you find those online, they don't have the treads anymore.
They're kind of
Because they've come all
stiff, but
they'll loosen up when they get dirty.
but they do roll nicely.
What's his date?
1992.
Cool.
So
That's probably
now he has
that
this
was
coupling in this pin in the back. So like, if you wanted to couple up to a front engine into the front of an engine, he could.
And then get him out if he's stuck.
Yeah. So maybe you could remake Thomas Terrence in the Snow or Terrence the Tractor.
Let me see his face. Flip him around.
Now, I'm not sure what this is on his face, because in the CGI series, it's not there
The
anymore.
black thing, that's a widow's peak, like, from your hair. Where it grows down, it's called widow's peak.
That's what the old style Terrence had. Now, I hope you like these all these old Ertl trains. Maybe you might like the super rare Neil. Thanks for watching this entire month video collection, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Peace out and goodbye.